Scene 1A, take 1. Mark. Now, where do I start? Well, I did it. I succumbed to impulse buying and got this Insta360 X3 camera. Well, you know, it was a good deal, so a good deal is a good deal, right? And yeah, so, well, I guess it's only appropriate to take it for a spin, right? And here we are. So anyway, in the last month or so, I've been playing around with a cheapo 360 camera. I'm not gonna mention any I'm not gonna mention any brand, but I did upload a couple of uploads from that camera. It's on my channel should you care to check it out. And yeah, so I've been playing around with that. It's very cheap. I think it was like 55 bucks plus whatever tax from our one of the popular and favorite online stores. So 55 bucks, that was pretty cheap. This probably cost like at least what, 8 times more, around there. And but you know, that was fun. I mean, it didn't have just, you know, usually I like cheap stuff. Who doesn't, right? So usually I get satisfaction out of it, you know, getting away with it, you know, getting cheap devices or whatever and make it work. And so yeah, that's the allure, at least as far as I'm concerned, you know, getting cheap stuff and tinker with them and let him make it work for me. But that cheapo 360 camera just didn't have it, you know. It didn't have the feature that I want from a 360 camera, which is the most important, is stabilization. There was no stabilization in that camera whatsoever. So I did try my best in the couple of uploads that I did from that. I did try my best to manipulate and tinker the video file, the 360 video file, to the best of my ability, including applying stabilization on it, using the within the editor that I'm using. And on top of that, you know, a little color correcting and enhancing it, basically, because once I run that stabilization algorithm, and it lost a lot of quality, lost a lot of contrast, and obviously some sharpness, lost some, you know, overall quality degraded. And so I have to doctor it and all that, and try my best, and it came out okay. But again, stabilization is kind of, yeah, you check it out, it's hard to explain. But again, if you get a chance to see it, mind you that there is absolutely no stabilization in that camera. And considering that, I think I did a decent job of stabilizing it via the editor. So and that was that. So what else? This has it. I mean, this has the, obviously, the consider the bleeding edge of the 360 cameras around currently. The best, if not one of the best, if not the best, maybe, depending on opinions. But definitely one on top. Now, this has definitely that stabilization, and from what I've heard, I don't know, I have to see it for myself, it has very good stabilization. And on top of that, the X3 also has what they call a horizon lock, and that is very significant because with that cheapo camera, you know, when you tilt whatever you tilt the camera, different angles, to the side or whatever front, it would show that in the camera just like a regular flat camera. You know, when you see the frame and you tilt, and you know, you also tilt on the image, right? But this one doesn't. You know, you rotate this one, whatever position you're stayed on the frame, whatever frame you're on, it would stay on. So that's very important, and I like that feature, and that's why I have to bite the bullet and got this one. But it was a good deal, right? A good deal is a good deal. So anyway, enough of me babbling, but I just thought you'd know what the history is as far as 360 cameras and me goes, right? So yeah, let's go. All right, check once more. So I have both, obviously, audio. This is supposed to have a very good audio also, but as usual, I have my, yeah, it's working. Got my waveform, just double checking, and I have my standalone wireless through this wire, cheap. I also did a video on this one if you want to check it out on my channel. Yeah, and so I have my backup. This is usually cleaner because I have the especially when I have both. By the way, both front windows are open and sunroof is open, as you can see. So, and by the way, yeah, last few weeks we've been having rainstorms and cloudy and gloomy days and everything, right? And temperatures ranging from mid-50s, you know, and usually under, even during the daytime, it's under 60, under 70. So it was pretty cold. Now it's 73 degrees out, and look at that. I don't know if you can see through the sunroof or to whatever, to the windshield. It's blue skies, as we say it in skydiving. Typical skydiver greeting, blue skies, right? All right, let's go. Yeah, I babble, but I don't know. All right. So as usual, I'm going through the park, our favorite park, and I'm running some errands in the next city over the hill in Burbank. Run some errands there. Yeah, usually I have my music on when I drive, my oldies music, 70s, 60s, 70s, pop, rock. Well, in my opinion, they don't make music like those anymore. Anyway, yeah, turn it off because that pesky copyright strikes on the platform, right? You know which platform I'm talking about. Yeah, I've had a couple of those through the years, and yeah, I'll give you all this note, the notice, the usual notice. I just I just took them down. No big deal. Yeah, it's only a video. And some of them I actually like replaced. I think I don't know if it's still does that now, but back then it offers you an option to replace the audio with the platform's audio library, right? But again, I think it only allows you one song, but if you're over that, it's no more song in the background. But I think I did that with my skydiving videos. I just couldn't take them down. Those are very personal for me. All my fun jumps, videos of me skydiving, I just couldn't take that. It was like two or three of them, which I converted. Back in the day, it was like all VHS, right? Before, and that was not even a full HD at that time. But the camera that I've been using to do videos, yeah, I was already vlogging at that time before even they call it vlogging. I don't know, they just call it vlogging in recent years, you know. But anyway, the high-tech camera back then was SVHS, the Super VHS, which is an improved version of the standard VHS camera. It was a compact camera, put it on a helmet, and that's what we did for a free fall shoot, you know, a free fall cameraman, free fall video. Clunky thing on your helmet. Man, we're so lucky now. You guys are so lucky now. You have GoPros and tiny ass cameras. You know, you just stick it anywhere. And yeah, you got to be careful with this. Crossings here with golf carts. Yeah, so you have this whole area. You know, there's two golf courses, you know, on both sides. They all mix match, share different areas, or the two championship golf courses here, the Wilson and the Harding courses. I haven't played it in a while, so maybe now that it's getting warmer, maybe I'll start playing again. I've seen people go through here through the rain and everything. They were still playing hardcore. Hardcore golfers. I used to be a hardcore golfer, but been there, done that. So I want to be comfortable now. Yeah, so where was I? Oh, we're coming up with the coming up on the right there. Feature this one in my other videos too. The Autry Museum of the American West. I finally got that one right. A couple of videos I could never get that one right because I think they changed that name. I don't know when. I think it used to be called Gene Autry Heritage Museum, I think. So see, you can see Autry Museum of the American West. I also did my last video. I did a short time lapse. I tested one of my Feiyu Pocket gimbal camera. I have two of them. I have the first generation, the second generation. Feiyu Pocket 1, Feiyu Pocket 2, and well, you know, I gave her a chance because she did arrive at the intersection first. So yeah, so anyway, I did a I think the last shoot on the Autry Museum. I just did a with a Feiyu Pocket 1, I believe. I just did a motion time lapse. Just tried it out. Which is because I just got it at that time, and but I've never been in there. You know, there's a lot of interesting stuff in there. You know, a lot of Gene Autry, you know, Western star, Western movie star, Westerns, and legend, right? And there's a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of Hollywood, obviously a lot of Hollywood related to Hollywood memorabilia is there. And that would be very interesting. I'll make it this someday, maybe in the next week or two, and break in. Well, I'm breaking in this 360 X3 camera now. Can do finally just instead of just usual whatever driving thing that I'm doing right now. I'll at least be able to show some stuff, some interesting stuff, and indoors too. So, and yep. So yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to continue blabbering because I want to fill in the audio, you know, especially for this one, so I can gauge and evaluate its performance or its quality, and yeah, so just so I have a baseline, right, on how on the audio level of this one, so I have an idea how to set it up the next time, because there's some audio settings in there. I think I just did the default audio setting in there. So okay, what else? Well, approaching the Travel Town Railroad Museum right here to the left. Right there. That's where I did trying out the cheapo 360 camera here that I did a couple of uploads from on my channel. Right there, you can see it on the trains. And as you can hear, that with both windows again open, front windows, rear are closed, but sunroof is open, so it's a lot of wind noise coming in or rushing in, right? I can hear it. I'm sure you can hear it. And we'll see how it does. The wireless mic with the dead cat on it, you know, obviously filters the wind much better than internal cameras, because you can't really, there are no filters. It's just a holes on the camera housing, and I don't know if it has some I think this has an option to do noise canceling or something like that, but I read or seen some video reviews that the X3s they suggest not to use the noise canceling option on its audio menu, because they said it's not that good. Well, you know, every time you put a filter algorithm, if it takes down some noise to a certain extent, it would also degrade or reduce the quality of the audio that you want, like dialogue or conversation or whatever. I'm hearing a lot of wind now, so we'll see. This will be interesting, or this is gonna be interesting, and I finally get to see it in the editor and render some test footage or whatever. Well, let's see. I'm gonna upload it, obviously. Oh, what was that? Damn it! I don't know why that hit. A rock? I don't know. I hope I didn't puncture anything in my underneath. Well, that's the WB Studios backlot right here. Warner Brothers Studios. This is the rear gate. That's their parking structure here, a rear gate for employees and crew and whatnot. You have the front gate, which will be passing later on Forest Lawn Drive. Oh no, this is Forest Lawn Drive on an Olive Avenue. Make a turn over there. Turning now onto Olive. And you can see there on the stages, Warner Brothers, big WB sign on one of the stages there. And right there, billboard, Warner Brothers right here. Yep. Yeah, this is one of the main gates. Olive, gate 2 right here. There's also a gate over there by Hollywood Way, but we're not going, we're not making a left here. I think gate 1 is yeah, I think gate 1's right there, Hollywood Way, that where the lights are. And the one on Forest Lawn that I just showed you earlier that we went, that we passed, was I believe that was gate 8. Yeah, just a little tour of the WB Studios. So we're on Pass Avenue and making a left onto Riverside Drive. So this area is called Toluca Lake, and it's right next to Burbank. I don't think it's part of Burbank. I think it's still part of LA or Los Angeles. That is called Toluca Lake. And then making a left on well, I think this is still Riverside. Yeah, this is still Riverside. Continuation of Riverside Drive, heading west. If for you for you geography nerds, heading west. That's why the sun is right over there. on the south, a little bit to the south, but towards the west, because it's setting itself. By the way, it's around 3:15 right now. Yeah, 3:15, I believe. I think. I don't know if my car clock was adjusted. Yeah, it's 3:15. And balmy, 72 degrees. Wow. What a beautiful day. Blue skies. Woohoo! Finally, get a break from all those rainstorms. Making a left here on Salutha Avenue. Just noticed that it's neighbor. Yeah, picking up some groceries here at Trader Joe's. My first errand.